Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll step out of bounds, and that'll be it for the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the move, it's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Complete. Spins away. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Hurricanes are threatening on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Brown. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Here's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Miami.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk and strangely one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Here's Carr to throw. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning on the Jets. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top covering 79 yards. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Rides it and reads it. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. That ball was just lying there forever in the end zone, and the defense finally pounced on it.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, they block it. He's got it, and he can go with it.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive with an end around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Canes want to crank the tempo.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defensive did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Thrust that arm out. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Ready to fire from the pistol. Give to the running back. Shakes off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Hurricanes have this offense rolling.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got...
There's some room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They'll go to the counter. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. The give is to Williams. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Throwing, Carr, blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Under fire. It's incomplete. Trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down, Carr. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The kick is on its way. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Canes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Running to Green. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. They'll keep it on the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the Canes want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing, Mensah. Get it out on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Could not make his way to the corner. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Flanagan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Now on the counter. Knocked down for the tackle.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. It's complete to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Man, you could just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Washington. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Running inside, it's Williams.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Carr. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Nice, solid completion there. Hit him on the slant.
Yeah, and a nice route in the slot, too, by that receiver. Great job putting his foot in the ground, crossing the face of the defender, and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Here's a hit, and it's a sack.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo. Mensah. It's caught. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And some great fourth down defense against the run.
Great job by the defense there on fourth down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Throwing, Carr. Complete on the left to Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll give it to Brown. Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Hand off for Brown. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Canes moving quickly to the line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds and try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Here's Mensah to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The play action fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's got it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense chooses to be aggressive and go down the field to try to make the big play. Listen, that's a good thing. It's good to be aggressive, but now you got to live with it a little bit here on 3rd down, because now it's 3rd and long after 2 incompletions, and the defense, they know you're going to pass the football, so you got to have an answer here on 3rd down.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the right. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Here come the Irish back on offense. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside of you. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
Back to pass, it's Carr. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the kicker will try to give them a little more cushion on this lead. Good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, it was certainly straight enough, just not long enough. Not enough leg strength.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Mensah. Oh, they're after him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play.
Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field.
Looking to take a shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.